wars throughout history surrounded Europe's Nazi rule. The sweep of Adolf Hitler's power dictated Germany and spread across the continent, claiming the lives of a million Europeans. The US remained neutral in the war until absolutely necessary, marking the beginning of a multi-year battle claiming lives, time, and infrastructure. Today, I will explain to you how the United States became involved in World War II, the main contributions the US had, and the ending of the war. Following the ending of World War I in 1918, the US and the economy were recovering from a long, costly, and bloody war overseas. Acts, such as the Neutrality Act, were signed to ensure that the US would be physically conflict-free for years to come. Though President at the time, Franklin D. Roosevelt, attempted to remain out of conflict following the rise of the Nazi power in Europe, he prepared Americans for the worst following the takeover of Poland in 1939. Roosevelt partnered with Great Britain and lended materials and weaponry, known as the Lend-Lease Act, as they took legal action to stop the forces that were coming. Though the United States remained neutral as of 1940, the US would soon join Allied Great Britain. America's isolation from war came to a halt when a series of surprise attacks were constructed upon the US naval bases by Japan. Pearl Harbor, a naval base in Hawaii, was the most heavily hit as it was the home to most of the US naval fleet. In a 2-hour attack, Japanese warplanes sank or damaged 18 warships and destroyed 164 aircraft carriers. Over 2,000 servicemen and civilians lost their lives, according to the National World War II Museum. The next day, December 8, 1941, Franklin D. Roosevelt, Congress, and the entire nation declared war on Japan.
I ask that the Congress declare that since the unprovoked and dastardly attack by Japan on Sunday, December 7th, 1941, a state of war has existed between the United States and the Japanese Empire.
Three days later, December 11, 1941, Germany, Italy, and Japan returned the action by declaring war on the United States. This was the beginning of World War II. The United States was involved in war for 4 years with Germany, Italy, Japan, and the many other Axis powers. During these years, the US made several notable contributions to ending the war and stopping Hitler's regime. The first of many significant battles of the war was the Battle of Midway in June of 1942. The Japanese planned to minimize the United States' position as a strategic power in the Pacific area by launching an attack. Outnumbered 2-1, the Japanese had the upper hand. However, due to developments in coding, the US was able to detect the date and the location of the attack. The US was then able to strategically place their forces and took a surprising victory over Japan, losing only 1 carrier compared to Japan's 6. Another impressive battle the United States was involved in was the Battle of Normandy, also commonly referred to as D-Day. The Allies constructed a plan to free Nazi-ruled Western Europe. Ancient history claims the Allies carried out substantial military deception, Operation Bodyguard, using electronic and visual misinformation, tricking the Germans with the date and the location of the main landings. This allowed for substantial movement for the Allied powers. By August 30th, 1944, the German forces had retreated across the Seine. These battles and many others fought during the war were the most prominent and had a lasting impact on the final outcome. Though these battles largely contributed to the takeover of the Allied forces, the Axis forces, the war was not yet over. Germany surrendered the war following the invasion and the apparent suicide of the Führer Adolf Hitler in the year 1945. However, Japan did not yet feel they needed to surrender. The United States dropped 2 atomic bombs on Japan. The first was dropped on August 6th on Hiroshima, and the other on Nagasaki 3 days later. Over 200,000 people, mostly civilians, were killed in the attacks. This was the only time nuclear warfare has ever been used in battle, even to this day. However, this decision was made to save time and American lives. Though devastating, the bomb served its purpose to end the ongoing war. On August 14, 1945, Japan officially surrendered to World War II, and that ended the battle. The United States have been a vital source to aid several countries across the world. Though devastating, the U.S. have voice for what Americans will stand for and fight for what they believe in. Today, I've explained to you how the United States became involved in World War II, the main contributions the U.S. had, and the ending of the war. Thank you.